Hello friends, today is my third and final haul from the Lincoln Highway Byway sales. Are you ready? Let's get started. This was a Saturday and my hubby went along with me. The first place that we went, as I recall, was an estate sale by H&H. And I found something I've been looking for a very, very long time. Just a simple thing. These are fan pulls and they're for my mom's bedroom. Mom is gone now, but we still call it mom's bedroom. And she had basketball pulls from when our son lived in that room. So these are going to be a nice upgrade. And I got them for $1, I think, pretty sure. So that was a happy find. And then I have a couple items that I found at single garage sales. Let me see, one item actually, and then I have a really good garage sale that I found a lot of stuff at. I found this Tony the Tiger mug with Tony on the handle, and on the bottom it says Kellogg Company. It's from 2001. They're great. So I will be selling that in my booth. I was tickled to find that and it brought back some nostalgia from the commercials and everything. All right, then this next garage sales where I found most of the stuff. And then stay around till the end because I also have something else to show you. All right, this garage sale, it was in a huge garage and it was organized so nicely, very good prices, and a really nice older couple, and they had their grandson working along with them. So I thought that was really nice. He was a teenager. All right, first of all, I saw this wreath and I couldn't resist it. It was $1. Isn't this springy and pretty? This is just my style. And I love purple and yellow flowers. These are a real light purple. I don't know if you can pick up on that, but I just love that. So I'll probably be keeping that. I'll have to see if I need it or not, but for $1, I can easily stick that in my booth. And then look at this. You know I love a good trinket box. Well, let me see if it says anything on the bottom. Can't really make it out, but she taped it together so that somebody didn't pick it up and break it. Isn't that pretty? It's a nice size and it was 25 cents. So that will be for sale in my booth. And then I found this, I debated on it. I've sold 2 of these already. They do take a while to sell, but I thought, oh well, they always do sell. And in the meantime, you can put little trinket things in them until they sell. This was 50 cents. I'm trying to remember if it had anything wrong with it that I found later. I don't think so. I can't find any chips or cracks or any blemishes. And then I found this really cool tin. This was 75 cents. Isn't that cool? I love it. And it doesn't say anything. Oh, yes, it does. Real small print. I can't read it. If I can make it out later with a magnifying glass, I'll put it up on the screen if I remember, but I think somebody's going to want that. That's for my booth as well. Oh, and I thought there was another item. When I was at the Tony the Tiger garage sale, that was an older couple. They were sitting out in the hot sun and they had stuff in the garage, on the driveway, all along the front of the house, and then he was down at the other end by another building full of stuff. But I found this beautiful vase, and I think it's Fenton from my research. It has a big green F on the bottom, and it says Japan. And I'll pop up on the side the research I did on that makes me think it's Fenton. Isn't it beautiful? So that will be for sale. And then going back to the other garage sale where I found all the stuff, they had a bunch of stuff in a crate. And I think somebody must have been a teacher because they had a lot of teachery things. And a lot of this is Gibson and maybe Hallmark. I'll let you know as we go. But look at this cutie. It's very small. I thought this would be darling in a flower frog. So all of these are going to be for sale because they're all for Easter and I have plenty. Look at this one, how cute. And this reminds me of Tweety Bird. This is also a Gibson. And this one doesn't say. This kind of looks like Susie's Zoo. Let me know what you think. Let me make sure. Oh, it does say Hallmark. It's a Hallmark. This one's a little bigger. So cute. That one, I just thought of, that one would be cute for my April showers, bring May flowers with the umbrella. So, but if anybody wants these, they can let me know. This is a Hallmark. Look how cute. These are just so darling. And there's a little lamb. This one is from Gibson. And that's sweet. It's a little smaller one. And this one is Hallmark. These are all one-sided. That was the last of those. Also in that crate, I found 2 of these. This is what it looks like before you open it. And then I went ahead and opened the other one so you could see it. Isn't that beautiful? I love these. They're called honeycomb. And I actually have a couple of them for Christmas. I believe Melody got them for me quite a while ago. So I don't need them, but I thought somebody's going to want those. And then look at this record. This would be so cute to sit out for Easter or spring. It's from Peter Pan Records, and let's see if there's a date on here. I do not see a date, but it says Peter Pan 4 favorite songs, Bunny Hop, plus Apple on a Stick, Mexican Hat Dance, and Billy the Backward Bunny. And here's what the record looks like. There's 2 songs on each side. It's upside down. It looks like it's in really good shape. That reminds me of my childhood. So that will be for sale. And then I promised you a little something extra at the end. I have a friend named Jenny, and she had a garage sale, her and her family, and they had some leftovers and they brought them to me. Now this is going to be a little series that I'm going to start in probably next, but I wanted to show you part of one of the deliveries, as we put it, because they brought it to church and just gave me this stuff. So one of the deliveries, the last one they gave me, had some Halloween and Thanksgiving. So I wanted to show it to you right away so that I can get it priced and get it in my booth. So first of all, we have this adorable turkey, and I do believe this is a hobbyist piece. It doesn't have any initials like my grandma used to do on the bottom, but it sure looks like a hobbyist piece. And there's the size on that. So that will be for sale in my booth. And then I got these little pumpkins. I love the way the stems are on them. They look so real. And there's no markings on the bottom of those, but they could be hobbyist pieces as well. I'm not for sure, but they're just really cute. And then this one I love, and I'll light it up for you and show you what it looks like as well. But look how cute this is. The white that you see is just that they have the cord tucked in, but I checked it and it looks so cool all lit up. Let me see. There's not any markings on the bottom of that one. That one could be a hobbyist piece as well. So again, I'll show you that all lit up. That will be for sale. And then for Thanksgiving, I got some Indian corn, 2 little pieces of that. Well, one's really little and one's more of a normal size. And then I got the Horn of Plenty. That's really cool. And then this, I think I will be keeping. These I've never seen anything like them before. They're actually leaves and they're hard plastic. They're so cool. There's so much I could do with these. There's a couple of that color and this color, and then one brown. So those will be staying with me. And then there was just a couple, a leaf in there and some flowers. So those could probably go in the Horn of Plenty. Yeah, I think that's probably where they came from. So that's everything. Thanks, Jenny, for all the goodies. I love it. It's so exciting when I get a delivery at church. And You can let me know if you have a favorite from my Lincoln Byway haul and a favorite from the stuff from Jenny, or just favorites all around. I love to hear what you guys think is cool. I'm taking you on location to my mom's old bedroom. It's now the guest room and Melody's room. So here's the ceiling fan poles. I love the look of them. What a nice upgrade. There's the bed. And I have this all set up here. This came over from my craft room as well. And all of these items were thrifted. This trash can was thrifted. And guess what? I have my Disney back. Most, if not all of this, was thrifted or gifted. All of it was stored over in my craft room. So it makes me happy to have it back on display. I'm going to show you where it came from. I had everything stored in this chest over in my craft room. So since we don't have Mom's recliner in this area anymore, I was able to fit this over here. Give you one more look. I'm trying not to go too fast and make you dizzy. Over here's my toys from when I was a little girl. A lot of Fisher Price. And then over here is one of my mom's favorite pictures we brought from her house. Okay, you can let me know what you think. I just wanted to show you those poles, and I thought I'd give you an update on the room while I was doing that. As promised, here's the pumpkin all lit up. Isn't it just adorable? And now I have my new little segment that I've been adding in things that I brought home from my booth to see if anybody would like to buy. I have this lovely pink flamingo bowl. It is from Pier 1 Imports, and it's originally was priced at $24.95. I left the tag on to show that it was from Pier 1, and this is $8. It's really big, and it's a real nice melamine or hard plastic. So if you have a need for that or like it, let me know. I can ship that, or we can arrange to have you pick it up if you live close to Majestic Turnaround. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed all of the things that I found at the Lincoln Highway Byway sale. That was a lot of fun. And then also, there's a lot more from Jenny, so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed and come back and see what else she gave me. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, friends. Today is my third and final haul from the Lincoln Highway Byway sales. This was on Saturday. Oh, yeah.